From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Ricky. That's it.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
Complete to Bobby Anderson. It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Check, man. Jet bomber. 22, 22. Cut. Check 26. Check. Red 80. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got a noon one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Mike 29. Red 80. Stop here, D. 36. Slam. Recon, 152 fighter.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 29. Watch the run.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, Foxtrot. Here we go. 29 is the Mike 29. Oh, you get it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Second and 10 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Go, son. Mike 29. I'm coming. I'm coming. And 80. Mike 29. Hey, Zoo. 29 is Mike.
Throwing on second down. Darnold got an open man. It's a noon one. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Championship, baby. Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Watch the screen.
Now it's Darnold. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Darnold going to lead the offense up first and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Hey, Alpha. 29. Here we go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. No, 80. Check. Hey, Delta. Check.
Now Bell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal.
Check.
Here's Bell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Well, it's awfully tempting to go for this, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a big part of me that this says let's go ahead and do it because they've got momentum. It's been a nice drive to start the game, but from this distance, the odds aren't with them at all. Take the 3 points, feel good about that, come back, get the touchdown on your next drive.
Yeah, and you're on the road, so snag the lead while you can. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Double dog, that's the way.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming for you, son. Go. 55. I got one. Yes. Touchdown.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Greystone travel.
Back to throw. Patterson. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to go up, and this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset.
Yep.
Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 59. 3. Echo. 59. They're not ready for this. One. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill. Watch out.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 3. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And Josh Hill has it. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 83 yards, and the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Mariota to throw it this time. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Mariota. They'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All day, defense, all day, all day. 53's the mic. 53. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, watch your leg. One. Alpha. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, that's what I do.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. It's been a long day for you.
Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go. Lady.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Hey, Charlie.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No. One.
From the gun, Mariota. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On first down, Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here I come, here I come. Joker, 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 Joker.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And now he'll tuck it. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Red 80. Red 80. Hey, Haywood. So don't say nothing. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Darnold on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Hey, orbit. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
What we got? He's coming. Double up. Three. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Switch.
Here's Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Kill. Check 99. Check 99. Check 24. Check 24. He's crashing. He's checking crash. One.
Mariota gets this one to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come. Check. Check. 50.
He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target, but now it's third and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Mariota to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Lutz with the extra point. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Minneapolis. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Steelers coming away victorious there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. One.
They go play action. Mariota. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Mariota now. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You're not ready. Big ass. 53 to Mike. 51. Here it comes. Bravo. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. 3. Shift. 1. Check 25. Check 1.
Mariota. Looking long for Thomas. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's track. 1. I 7. Let's go. Check. 50. 1. Check. 53's Mike. You ain't doing nothing. 3. You ain't doing nothing today. Shift. Check 9. Switch. 3. You got tight right there. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 1. Just like that. Bang. 1.
Mariota is going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 35.
53 for Mike, 53, check 53.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Yo, lady. It's our time.
Now Darnold with his first throw of OT. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Red 80. Hey, Zoo. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. We ain't giving up that.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there in overtime. And even 50 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jamison Crowder. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up. He's one. Mike 29. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go. And 80. Check out route.
Again, Darnold. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just